Yeah. Hey.
Hi, my name is Grace Ufot. I'm on staff at the University of Illinois at Chicago, and I'm coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee, the home of country music and hot chicken. And today I just wanted to talk about a word that I think is getting thrown around a lot, which is rest. We're in a season where we're staying at home. Our workload, our school load has been cut down tremendously, and we have a lot more time to rest and do things that we want to do. But the question is, what does it really mean to rest? What does that look like? And just jumping right in, I think a great scripture that kind of points to what real rest is Psalms 116, verse 7, which says, "Return, O my soul, to your rest, because the Lord has dealt bountifully with you." And I love this psalm because it kind of goes through the emotions of the psalmist. He's going through a rough time. He uses words like anguish and distress and even death. And so it's clear that his circumstances aren't the best. But when we get to verse 7, he's talking to himself and reminding himself of what rest is. And rest comes from the Lord. And so a great example of this is I think of when I was a kid and I would have nightmares or there would be a bad storm. I would run to my mom and dad's bedroom because I was scared, because I was fearful, and I would sleep with them in the bed. The storm hadn't ceased. It was still raining, or I was still struggling with the nightmare. But the thing that changed was that I was near my parents. I was near my mom. I was near my father. And I knew that they would protect me. I knew that they would take care of me. And I think that's the same thing that the psalmist is experiencing as well. He knows the character of God. He knows the character of his Father. So rest comes from an internal knowledge that is rooted in the character of God. It doesn't necessarily come from getting a whole lot of sleep or having a lighter workload, but it really does come from knowing who our Father is, knowing who God is. And so the question that I think we need to ask ourselves is, what is keeping us from that rest, that internal peace that is rooted in the character of God? Is it anxiety? Is it doubt? Is it finances? Is it fear? There's so many things going on in our world today that keeps us from resting, that keeps us from being rooted in God. And so my challenge to you today is to just write down a list of those things that are keeping you from resting, from really trusting in the character of God. Write them down and go back to that psalm and look at the character of God. Look at who he is and what he has done, and allow that to be where your rest comes from, not sleep, Netflix, and all the other things that we think give us rest, but really and truly being rooted in who God is, and the internal peace that comes from his character. So I hope that was helpful. Have a great day and see you next time.